everyone, quick snow day special video here for you everyone. I've had a specific request from someone who has watched a few of my videos called Fran Cavell Free, I think that's right. I promised quite a while ago to do a Regulation 7 Dreamcast kind of video, just showing basically the console, and this person's posted two postings basically saying that they want to see the Regulation number 7, so this one's for you. Okay, this is the box it comes in. It's got a nice Regulation 7 on there, and the Japanese Dreamcast swirl on the back. Got this one from Play Asia. It only cost about just over £100 in reality, but when you take into account postage and packaging and duty, it was more like 180 quid. There's not really interesting in there, to be honest. There's just the great big long telephone connection wire that you get with all Dreamcasts, really. So yeah, first thing is, this is the controller. The lovely black Regulation 7 controller. As you can see, it's still all bundled up. Basically, yeah, this controller, I've actually used it once to test that it worked, and then I'm not really going to use it to play on the Dreamcast with, because I've seen so many kind of Regulation 7s on eBay where someone's actually used them, which is they're there to be used, and they've actually worn the little Regulation 7 logo off. Yeah, off the actual off the front of the pad, which for me is a bit disappointing. So I want to keep it as kind of pristine as possible. So luckily you can just stick in any old Dreamcast joypad and it works in the Japanese console. So here's the console itself. There we go. A sexy black number, has to be said. Yeah, as you can see, the colours are different. Reminds me a little bit, colour scheme wise, of the Saturn. And I think I've kind of said before that, yeah, I wanted a Dreamcast that looked like a Saturn, and I want a Saturn that looks like a Dreamcast, because I want to like Dreamcasts, Saturn, sorry. So yeah, just caused a little bit of confusion. But yeah, I primarily use this to kind of play my Japanese games on. Beforehand, I used an Action Replay cartridge in my UK Dreamcast. There's my UK one. I've had that one since Dreamcast release day. Never really had any problems with it. I had the whole reset problem, but I opened it up, and it's pretty easy problem to fix, to be honest. I know it's got more problems with the lasers in the console. They're not the greatest, apparently. Yeah, it's the failure rate on them's quite high. But I've touched wood, my Dreamcast's always been alright. Like all Japanese consoles, PAL fans, this one has got the orange light on it rather than the blue light as well. I always fancied the Regulation 7. I thought it was one of the best looking of the Dreamcast special editions. So as soon as I had a little bit of spare cash, I started hunting for one. Didn't actually find one at a reasonable price, and then just randomly was looking on Play Asia one day, and they had, I think, 2 or 3 of them on there, and I ordered one as quickly as possible. Now, the Regulation 7 was released in 2 different versions. There was an ultra rare one, which came in like some kind of presentation box, and there were like a few hundred of them, I think, and then there was they re-released the Regulation 7. The Regulation 7 is to do with some law that came in about pachinko machines or something, I seem to remember. It's something like that anyway, and they were kind of arcade-only machines, but they released a few for the home market. So I believe there's about, of this version that I've got, there's 4,000. But with the ultra rare one, you got a broadband adapter which can go for quite a lot of money on its own as well. But I just thought, I just thought I'd show you the console itself. I mean, this is all the packing material that it came with. There's a little manual in here about the Dream Key, or Dream Passport as it's called. Yeah, quite a nice full colour book. Don't seem to remember that in any PAL version of the console. What's this? Some kind of leaflet. Again, that's something about about browsing and putting money onto accounts and stuff. There's an advertisement here for something called Web TV. Look and Look Web TV. I assume you read it that way around. It's got a little Microsoft sign down there as well. Something to do with web browser, I should imagine. Nice kind of, yeah, full colour booklet there. I mean, the Japanese seriously do make more of an effort with this than we do. This is something about setting up your Dreamcast for the there we go, for the internet. What's this thing here? This is a precautions guide telling you what not to do with your console. There's something here called a Dream Point Bank. Right. Yeah, there's some kind of point system on here. Presumably it's to kind of to use with games or something. Dreamcast Direct. There we go. Yeah, it must be some kind of download service that never made it over here. It's pretty cool. Just the instruction manual there, Japanese instruction manual. So yeah, whilst none of this is you know, amazing, it's quite interesting stuff. So have I been ever tempted by any of the Dreamcast consoles? Well, yeah, I mean, I've been tempted by the Hello Kitty one as well. I could have picked up one of those pretty cheap at one point, and I didn't bother because I thought, how many Dreamcasts do I need? To be honest, because primarily that one is for playing me import games on, and it's a nice bonus that it's the Regulation 7. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. Yeah, it's a snow day special, has to be said. I've come home work from early after the weather being so bad. We've got about 2 inches of snow over here, so that's why it's a snow day special. See you later.